In a quiet town in the Midwest, there lived a woman named Grace. True to her name, she was known for her kindness and unwavering faith. Since she was a young girl, she never missed a Sunday service, living a life of quiet devotion, always focused on what was pure. But life took an unexpected turn when she married Mark. He was a man lost in shadows, dishonest, known for reckless trouble. While Grace spent her mornings in prayer, Mark spent his nights in bars and conflict. Despite the heartbreak, Grace never gave up on him. She constantly encouraged him toward a better life. But her words fell on deaf ears. One evening, exhausted and tearful, Grace knelt by her bed and prayed, "Lord, your word says, 'The pure shall find companionship in the pure.' If I have been faithful, I beg you to reach Mark's heart. Show him the way home." God heard that sincere cry. Over the following weeks, something in Mark broke and then healed. He walked into the local church, confessed his burdens, and made a sincere vow to change his life. Soon, the man who was once a town nuisance became a pillar of the community, walking to service every Sunday hand in hand with his wife. One afternoon, while walking through a local park, Grace turned to Mark with a playful yet slightly proud smile. "You know," she said, "I think I might still have a higher place in heaven than you. I've been a devoted follower since childhood, whereas you've only just started your walk with God." They began to debate, who does God value more, the one who never left the path, or the one who wandered far and returned? They happened to pass by an old workshop where a local craftsman, old Thomas, was working on a traditional handloom. They stopped and asked him for his perspective on their debate. Old Thomas stopped his work and looked at the intricate threads. "I'm no theologian," he said softly, "but I know my craft." He held up a piece of fabric. "When a thread in this loom snaps, I have to tie it back together with a knot. Because that spot was once broken, I find myself watching it more closely than all other threads. I give it extra care and attention to make sure it doesn't break again." He looked at them with a smile. Perhaps it's the same with the Creator. When a soul breaks and ties itself back to Him through true repentance, He might keep His eye on that soul with a special kind of protective love, just to ensure they stay strong. Grace and Mark walked home in silence, finally understanding the depth of God's mercy. No matter how many years someone has spent in the dark, the door to forgiveness is always open. If a person sincerely turns back and promises to walk a new path, the Father is always there to welcome them home with open arms.